Alright, I think just ignore like half of these. Well, yeah, oh wait, this I should just do this menu. Well, yeah, I did just ignore something. Just gotta individually go through these. Yeah, just did a bit of grinding. Okay, you're not a good example. A bit of grinding. All of my characters are almost exactly the way I'd want them. Obviously, I didn't, 100% optimize, but I did go up pretty close to max power. Some people are a little bit under-leveled for their current level, but like at some point I realized I'm probably ready to beat the boss. But yeah, we're gonna go. We're not gonna go directly to the boss because there is one thing I also. Well, it's a good thing I was reminded that those current things are there. But yeah, I did want to attempt to fight this thing. This is a good barometer for whether or not we can beat the boss. Also, I was looking up if there's a similar like auto win pact that there was for base game or the main story final boss, and apparently it's just this. It's like this can give Abyss. Basically this is supposed to be very good against Volcarona. Plus the flame counter is their main. Is that big Hornet rhythm where it just like deals like massive fire damage. Well, I wasn't paying attention that it was fire damage, but yeah, apparently you could just reflect it back. Take no damage and then deal its damage back to it, so yeah. Let's see how well we do. All of our
I'm all ready. Hit! Yep. Here I go. There. Hit! Yep. There.
all of my Mad Raptors have. I'm doing good. I'll be beating this game hopefully within a few minutes. I'll say within a few minutes. I'll be beating the final boss very soon. It should be like I grinded so much for this game's final boss. I'd say the final boss. This is like the oops, I need to back out again because otherwise I'm gonna die to karma. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm still tired. But yeah, this game's sequel just came out yesterday, so I've been dying to play it. That's why I've been rushing to get out of this game. Okay. Dude. I've basically set up so much. This should be trivial. Like I've already beaten this game before. I'm just playing it again just so people can see it if they want to see it before the sequel. But yes, we stand before the giant beating heart.
At last! I've reached Volcarana's heart. This heartbeat. It reminds me of Mom.
You're the disembodied voice of Volcarona, so yeah, I'll just show off the whole ending cutscene just in case anybody skips to the exactly last episode of this, or last part of this.
Mesaluka, you used the Tractatus de Monstrum, the antechambers. I see.
I wonder if the game, the sequel is like a direct story sequel or like a side, like a different universe.
For the foundation I laid, to be usurped by the daughter. This too must be fate.
Oh, man, I'm just not
That's
gonna show up
right.
my desk.
This is fate, Baba.
Your treacle. Oh no.
I don't know what you've experienced in all those worlds you visited. Maybe you got what you wanted. Maybe you left disappointed. But that's no excuse to make others suffer. You can't give in to hatred.
Yeah, I really hope it's not a prequel.
I've seen what hatred does to a soul. How it taints it into something unrecognizable.
You are too late.
Maybe you're right. Stopping you won't undo what's been done to Tanis. But I won't let what happened here happen anywhere else. I won't let you fly to a new world. That's what we've all been fighting for. Me, Neldo, Zorak, Trakti, and even my Witch Brigade.
Yeah, if you destroy all the worlds, there won't be a place for the sequel to... there won't be a world for the sequel to take place in.
This is the end of our brigade's long journey.
I will devour this world and take flight to devour the worlds that yet remain.
I won't let that happen. Not now, not ever. To me, Witch Brigade! Time to fight.
Alright, this thing can still do so much damage. Who am I gonna have to do what? I guess you guys can try the untested magic. You guys just absolutely lay into this thing. You guys use your magic. You guys also lay into this thing. Okay. I really hope this boss doesn't send me packing.
I'm all ready.
Again. This resistance drastically falls and is affected by Abyss, which means there's a chance for it not to be able to take it. Fucking Pancho!
Donum power.
Yes, atomically accurate heart boss. Obviously, it's not a human heart, which, you know, gives it some decrease in. But yeah, it's Happy Valentine's Day. I don't know if it's still Valentine's Day or that was yesterday. I can't remember. But yeah, this again. You guys keep using magic. You guys just keep attacking. Affected by this. Keep moving the abyss. If it ever gets a turn off with some of its moves, we just die. Unless I flame cantrip, but so here like, yeah, you guys just keep using intensive magic. It keeps working, so.
Here I go.
Wow, when it said yeah, Angela. To be fair, I do my character's weapons are kind of insane. Outline. Like every single weapon my characters have like every single, like at least 1% of every stat. Oh. Oh yeah, that does give it all stats down. Holy shit. You guys keep defending. You guys keep attacking, buffing up.
This.
Can I escape? Would that even work? It'd be funny to escape from the boss fight. No, I don't use that. Yeah, just keep using untested magic. I need to pay attention. I need to look for when it sets up its second attack. If it's doing so. I keep like speed rushing through it. Oh my god, there goes another. Every time we critical gore, that's like reducing it to max HP. And yeah, we could just reduce its HP to 0. It can't move. Phenom magic. That's not a threat. If it does, God, I've already forgot what the name of the attack is. But I'll remember it once I see it. You guys just keep attacking. You know why? I'm confused there. You guys keep using untested magic.
I approve. There.
Keep affecting it with Abyss. And Startle.
This is gonna sting.
Can't move. Oh man, I wish I knew I could have just spam this one move. I mean, there's a limit to how much mana everybody has, but I've grinded so much that you could probably do that for every single turn. Wait a second, how many times can I cast it? I could cast it like 100 times. I might have grinded a little too much. You know, yeah, just keep debuffing it. Just literally do that. Never let it take a turn.
An opening.
I'm all ready. Hit.
Here. Donum power.
And the palpitation exploded. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, that is 5 damage. Okay, so Umbra I need to block. Where's the Tempest? I'm not entirely sure which one that is. You guys just keep attacking. You will act as our healers. You guys do that. You guys do that.
Got it. See you. You can catch me.
Everyone should go back to max HP.
Donum power.
Okay, that's resistance massively down. I didn't pay. I keep rushing because the game's really slow with the amount of characters I have. You know what? I'm gonna play encounter just on the off chance to just
This should work.
do that.
Yeah, feel it. Donum. All right.
Oh no. Oh no, Ornate. This is the one that I need to play encounter, I believe. This might just kill it. That's the reason I'm a little bit scared to do it. But I think I've already shown that I'm capable of clearing on it. Let's just kill it. Yeah, if it uses that spell, you just counter it and kill them in turn. But yeah, the first time I beat the boss was basically by critical goring it, which is basically a super crit that reduces max HP. Those who never played the game. So yeah, that's the other way that you can do it. Basically, you just take the not free, but the pack you can just purchase from Witch Petitions and just counter it until it dies. Just counter its own magic until it dies.
I will continue to grow even.
I'm not growing too fast, am I?
Now just
The
watch
heart
ending.
stopped. Here goes nothing.
With blinding speed, Mezaluka casts her spell on Velkuvrana's stopped heart. You shut through the heart and you're to blame. Sorry, I've said that so many times. The heart starts to beat again.
What? It only lasted a second?
The voice of Velkuvrana reverberates through the air.
Foolish child. I will devour everything!
Mezaluka falls to her knees, her will to fight gone.
No. She's gonna fly away. It was all for nothing. Even though I stopped its heart, I still failed. I couldn't stop it long enough. That was my last chance. The last chance everyone was hoping for.
The time has come!
Where do you think you're going?
Velkuvrana's body is suddenly weighed down by a powerful force. A new hope shines in Mesaluka's eyes.
Now! Chakti, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But you have to die with me. Please!
Ellie, I'm literally just a soul in an amulet. I don't think I can die. Just don't destroy my soul, lady.
I can't let her escape! We need to combine our remaining magical power. You, me, and the Witch Brigade, and blow her up!
As long as this doesn't destroy my soul, I don't care. It's not much of a life being stuck in an amulet at the end of the world. In a last-ditch effort, Velkavrana conjures a giant blade and hurls it at Mesaluka's neck.
I can't dodge it in time.
Suddenly, the drone puppet known as Number 1 appears and destroys Velkavrana's blade with an electric shock. Did we kill her? I guess she is durable. Wait a second. I think this one may have literally died and been subsequently, after we thought it was dead, been brutally assaulted by one of the other witches. So, yeah, it just goes to show how hard these things are to kill. Literally defeated, thought dead, and then maimed further, and still alive.
Now! Go! Tractatus de Monstrum!
You're throwing me! Mesaluka throws us, containing the soul, our soul, the pendant containing our soul, at Velkavrana.
If you want to fly so badly, Velkavrana, then fly down to the depths of hell! Trakti!
Before the explosion can consume them, Number 1 conjures a mud exit to the surface and pushes Mesaluka through.
My, how you've grown, Luca. In a faraway world called Tanis, there lived a lonely witch. Her name was Soul Witch Mesaluka. Though she loved nature and people, she was the only living creature in all of Tanis. She housed the souls of the dead within her body, tainting her own soul in the process. And no one was alive to thank her. She wandered her dead world, searching and smiling all the while. For you see, she had already lost her ability to feel sadness. Some would say this witch is a fool, a smiling idiot worthy of scorn. But one soul remembers her. Nobody knows whose soul this is. But you know. Only you remember her. Only you know her story.
God, I remember crying when I saw this ending. It's so it's such a it's such a doomed ending. Like this is the true ending. This is the main story ending is kind of like, you know, happy but like bittersweet. Like most of the world is still alive, like 99% of the population, but like, you know, all the random people are still alive. The world still goes on, but you know, some main characters, you know, are lost. But no, in this ending, literally one character remains. Literally one person at the end of the world. Oh, God.
For this story has always been about the Labyrinth of Refrain, the Witch Brigade, and you.
Oh. God, this is such a sad game. I don't know if there's a cutscene after the credits, but I will just let the credits play. Oh yeah. Oh, my poor heart. Yeah, just as soon as I confirm that the game is in fact over, I boot up the sequel. Sorry, I'm having trouble just saying anything just because of how downer the ending is. Oh my god. But at least we know in another timeline the world has been saved. But that timeline is, you know, real or just, you know, like a fake alternate timeline that, you know, is just sort of existing due to magic. It's not well explained to whether or not that's actually a real timeline or just a loop, like a fractured time loop that doesn't actually exist in any meaningful capacity. But the game implies that it is at the same time. But yeah, so there is, you know, that we did save a version of Tannis, just not the original one. Oh, I love games like this where it just gives you so much hope, gives you so much, you know, vigor. It you know, it has like the whole breadth of, you know, emotions, gets you really attached to the characters, and then just starts, you know, you just have to watch everything you've built up, everything you love, be destroyed. Oh. And honestly, that's why I love time travel shows and like time travel, like loop, both ones where you can like. Well, Doctor's a really bad example because you rarely ever actually have the Doctor use time travel to solve his problems. It's usually just for like the beginning and endings of episodes where he, you know, comes to one place and then goes to another. It's literally just the vehicle by which he travels rather than, you know, it's basically just his car. Like that's essentially what you know, time travel is for that show. But like in actual, like, you know, shows that are like shows and movies and etc. that are deeply involved in time, like the ability to see what could have been, you know, to be able to see a character suffer and die. And yes, it's kind of like messed up to say, but like that's the what's the word? It's really the way that they work time travel shows. It's like, you know, you can have a situation where everything is completely fucked. Then you go back in time and you try to fix it, and then things just go bad in a different way. Then you try to fix it, and just over and over again. As you get all these what ifs. And that's why I really love time travel shows. It's just it's to be able to have such a deep, impactful moment, and then have it like the best written time travel shows are ones where you still feel like that happened. Like Steins Gate is one of my favorites because whenever they do time travel, like there's just one character that remembers, just one character, and the entire plot is basically surrounding his reactions to everything that's going on for the most part. And it basically feels like as the player, as the player of Steins Gate and the watcher of Steins Gate, because it's both a game and an anime. It very much feels like you're. It's not permanent. Like nothing that happens is permanent, but the fact that you had to see it means it lives on with you. So even if the characters don't necessarily. Even if the characters don't necessarily die, characters don't necessarily get inflicted with massive trauma. That was the Refrain, Coven of Dusk, end. But yeah, like even if the story can go on in a different timeline, like you still have to experience this ending, this character death, this traumatic event, and even if the characters don't remember, you remember. Anywhere but here.
Dun dun dun! Dun! Welcome! Welcome to the Dusk of Tanis!
But yeah, I'll finish my point. Sorry, I'm really bad at explaining things. I'm very bad at explaining my own thoughts. But yeah, it's just but there's also like such a hit or miss because when there's so many time travel shows that feel like time, like due to time travel, that everything that happens is meaningless. Like that's why stories like ReZero, for those who've watched it, Steins Gate for ones who've seen it. I don't have a non Japanese media like oh I guess the multiverse, like the just this time travel in Marvel. Like, oh yeah, what a great segue, segue into like the most popular movie series out there. Like, I don't know, honestly, I never watched Infinity War, so I can't really say it. But like, whoever's seen it is, probably knows more about it than me. But like, a lot of people have watched it, so I'm going to use that as an example. Like, just because you have time travel doesn't mean everything is meaningless. You still had to watch people die. Like, the impact was there. I don't know how well the writing was because I've never seen it, but assuming the writing was good, you can use that as an example because obviously I've never seen it. But like, the spoilers for the movie, I think it's been out for like a few years now. So if you haven't seen it, mute me and then wait until I start clicking through dialogue. But I believe a character dies while they're trying to fix time and they're completely permanently lost. So like writing elements like that can happen, like especially in certain like Steins Gate had its certain events that always had to happen exactly the way every single time, except you can change tiny bits of it. There's always certain elements that have to be the same. Basically, it was a whole lot of, timeline A had one character die, one character that would always die, and timeline B would have another character die. So basically, every time the main character flipped world lines to be in one of these states, these binary states, he would be missing one of his, you know, his friends. Uh, this is so good. But basically, one of his friends would always die because obviously he never let it happen, and then stayed in that timeline. God, I'm so bad at explaining things. It takes me so long to get my point across. But yeah, like, but it's also, and I also hate time travel as like a concept in terms of just like wrapping my head around it. But like good time travel animes or shows or whatever, really good ones have the most potential. That's what I believe. Time travel gives you so much potential to tell a good story, but it also gives you so much potential to fuck it up and just have everything mean nothing. Especially when you have bad character writing. Like, if the characters that remember the time travel don't develop due to the shit that they've seen, it means nothing. You know? It just, serves no purpose. It's just an undo button. But yeah. Let's finish up this game so I can maybe continue this conversation in the sequel. Or not. I mean, who knows. But yes, I'll let her speak again.
Dun dun dun! dun! Welcome! Welcome to the Dusk of Tanis!
I believe this is Luca, so yeah, she's completely lost her ability to be sad, as the narrator said. So yeah, she's a bit cheery for somebody at the end of the fucking world.
Hmm? Huh? Are you still asleep?
I'm not much of a morning person.
Huh. That's odd. Did I make a mistake?
Just imagine bringing somebody back to life and then asking if you're if you're awake, and then responding with "I'm not much of a morning person." Just like a complete asshole. But that is what I would do, like regardless of what. Just all right. So I'm just gonna let cutscene play.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I'm awake. A vision of Tannis unfolds before you.
Hey! Found you! Long time no see. It's me, Luca. I've spent 3 months trying to find you. That explosion tossed you pretty far.
But to be fair, we were inside of something massive, literally labyrinthine. The idea that I wouldn't be far from where we were after an explosion at the same time. Yeah, I can only imagine how far I'd be sent.
I've been looking for you because I wanted to thank you in person for everything that you've done.
You mean like, letting you throw me as a kamikaze attack?
There's still not much going on in this world, but it's got ground to walk on. And nature, too.
She's completely unable to feel sadness. This line, like, if it wasn't for the fact that the game's already told us her emotional, she doesn't have full grasp of her emotions anymore, this would seem like, you're like weird, you're being really weird now. It's like, yeah, she's being understandably weird. Because, yeah, she's kind of traumatized.
Maybe there's other stuff too? Anyway, I'm on a journey now. I'm hoping to find another living person. I haven't found anyone yet, though.
Oh, she's... Oh.
Oh yeah, I also wanted to ask you something.
Yeah, what's up?
When we defeated Velkavrana, I heard Mom's voice. And Madame Dronya's too. Did you also hear them?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I see. I just thought I'd ask. Well, I'm sure they have a lot of catching up to do in heaven.
You know, I don't want to be that guy, but like, I'm pretty sure that's not where they went, Luca. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh yeah. It took a while, but I finally made graves for Madame Dronya, Auntie Velnya, and Mom. They're right next to Dad's.
I'm surprised your father, with the way that the world's kind of been torn to pieces. I'm surprised your father's grave was still in existence. Or maybe she just buried them where he was buried. And it's just like completely desolate, and you know, his grave is like completely, you know, been destroyed.
I hope they're going easy on him.
The game literally, for those who don't remember, literally referred to him as the Virgin Noble. That's the memory that Velnya had of him. That's what it was called.
There's no one else in this version of Tanis, but it's nice to know you still remember me.
It's hard to forget.
I would feel really, really lonely if no one remembered me.
Sorry. Try not to feel too many emotions for this. This fictional character. Oh, still hurts.
Finally, I have some important news. So, even though I said there's no one here, that doesn't mean I'm all alone. Because... Dun 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 dun! I'm pregnant!
Please tell me I'm not the father. I don't know if I consent into this.
Only a soul witch can experience the miracle of an immaculate conception.
How? You're asexually reproducing?
This might be my witch's intuition, but I think she'll be a girl. And an amazing witch to boot.
I mean, I don't think, unless you're somehow finding... I mean, she has time magic, she might be able to find some male DNA. But unless she has a... Like, she... The thing about it is that if humans were to be able to sexually reproduce with our current way of reproduction, there wouldn't be a source for male DNA. Like, there wouldn't be, I believe females just have the X chromosome, and males have X and Y, so yeah, there wouldn't be a Y chromosome in their DNA. So I think you can I think through this immaculate conception, she could literally only have female children, unless she's somehow just like, you know, scavenging, DNA.
I already have a name picked out and everything. Gosh, I still can't believe I'm gonna be a mommy. How exciting.
The funny thing is, there is a way that she could let the child live outside of this crapsack world. I mean, there's obviously the ability for her to send her to a different world, but there's also her ability to send her to a different time. She could send her to the version of Tanis that we saved.
My daughter will be born in this Tanis, but maybe in another Tanis, she'll get to live a happier life.
I think she's referring to the fact that she might also be born in other Tanis to other Luca. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
The same events will always unfold in worlds whose fates are preordained.
Oh.
Even if the players are different, the story they're fated to tell remains the same.
Oh, so no matter what other Luca, even if other Luca somehow doesn't have this child, the child will still be born to somebody else. Interesting.
Life is never easy. But I want my daughters, to be strong and live free. That's my wish.
Okay, so clearly Mesaluca is potentially knowledgeable enough to know that she will only ever have daughters. At least she's pretty sure. I guess she's also aware of the knowledge that I already have. That human reproducing via asexual reproduction for us would be. It'd be weird for females to do it without, any source of male DNA.
Oh, I can't interfere that much longer.
And then there's the men. Like, if I were to asexually reproduce, I could have both. Men are clearly superior to women. It's based on our genetics. God, I shouldn't have said that. I don't care. But yes, if all women were wiped off the face of the earth, men would be able to. Men would find a way. Bros before hoes till the end.
Chakti, I don't have the words to express how much our relationship means to me. But if you ever need my help, just call for me.
Do you have a phone? How am I doing this? Are you just gonna leave me in this world, by the way? Or are you not gonna send me back? Are you just gonna make me live with you for the rest of eternity with you and your daughters? Like,
As long as you remember us, I'll be happy.
Oh, she's just calling out to my soul. Where am I? Am I still dead?
My name is Mesaluca. I will live on in your memory. I hope I don't remain a memory forever. Thank you.
Ah, it's so cute. Play commencement. Okay. Labyrinth, Refrain, Coven of Dusk. I find the final achievement. I did say I was going to read out all the achievements, and I will still do so. So, I do want to verify
Labyrinth of Refrain.
what would happen
Coven
if
of
I
Dusk.
were to load this. Want to go to the ruins of Tennis? Do you want to start from the beginning? So you could either do one or the other.
Labyrinth of Refrain. Coven of Dusk.
Okay, so no, I'll just read the achievements now. I'll read all 49 achievements. The final achievement is just congratulations, you've achieved the impossible. Blah blah blah. You won basically. All right, page 1. These are all written by Fury, the Calamity Witch, by the way, because they're all pages of the Tractatus de Monstrum. I won. Still, there is instability to this world. Perhaps it is bait waiting to be devoured. The stench of death grows stronger. Is this hell? Or no matter. At this rate, I'll die. I'll surely die. Die. Die, 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 die. How careless of me. How could I be so weak? At this rate, I'll lose everything. Maybe she's referring to when she was beaten by Newt. or she's worried that she'll die. Left eye, fingernails, leg, so wise, so clever, so defined. How horrifying times to 10. I've been found. He pursued me all the way here, but he is wounded too. The girl I found on this journey proved useful after all. What's done is done, it cannot be undone. So she's referring to her escape from Newt and perhaps the finding of Baba Yaga? These are not chance encounters. The humans, the spirits, they all serve a greater purpose. The ruler of this world he claims to have been born naturally. I do not understand. There is so much I do not understand. I believe she's talking about the Fairy King. The world is strange, bizarre even. I feel like I am lost in a dream. Something unexpected happened when I gave my wisdom with the fruit of a conquer tree. Tiny creatures use their newfound wisdom to mimic human beings. I've yet to tire of watching them. They're quite entertaining. This world is too vast. I cannot reach the wall. Are there human beings here? I don't know. Perhaps humans simply do not belong here. No matter. My chance is coming. I must finish what I started. The Avonite King is a shrewd man. I must not let my guard down around him. He is a product of a more draconian era, but I can take advantage of that. The Queen is watching me closely. She is a fool. I sought the most foolish members of this society. I sought those who were most contemptuous of the rule of law. I gave them slaves, strong, silent, obedient slaves. I already know what is going to happen. The plan is set that the rumble from my earthquake will blot out the sky, and they will think it was a natural disaster. This world is already shrouded in darkness. When the dust settles, who among them will stay loyal? Very few, I imagine. So it's very possible that Calamity Witch Furia is the reason that Melm is purely underground. She might have buried the Avonite Kingdom underground. Life is full of ups and downs, and yet I can't stop laughing. I never knew this could feel so satisfying. Have I always longed for destruction? Have I changed somehow? Still, I've never felt such pleasure. So this is one of her. This must be when she began to change from, good to evil, or maybe not good to evil, but slowly started to be corrupted as she traveled worlds to find immortality or find a way to defeat Belcaverna. I'm surprised by how delicious these are. I never knew food like this existed. The other humans refuse to eat them. Perhaps they find the flavor too bitter, but they're so delicious. Maybe I'll plant a whole orchard once I've settled. Do these trees bear fruit every year? If so, I must settle somewhere with 4 seasons. That would be ideal. The bugs here are annoying. I try to get rid of them by enticing the flowers with meat, but to no avail. I guess that's just the way things are here. The villagers are fools. Quaint, polite fools, but fools nonetheless. I suppose I can live here for a while. It is here. It came to the village. What does it want? The world is collapsing. But I remember my true purpose now. I should be grateful. There was an earthquake yesterday. Is it already here? I must leave tomorrow morning. No hesitating. This world is worthless. I must destroy it. But the rulers of the world are at war with each other. Change won't happen overnight. How long will the stalemate last? Things will become difficult once a victor is decided. I must do something before it's too late. Maybe Baba is the reason that the third tower fell in Umbra. That might be the implications. This place is rich in mana. Every object here is overflowing with magical power. I do not know how much longer I can endure this. I must do something. I've never dealt with non-humans before, but if they are intelligent, I can make this work. I met with 2 demons. One of them was useless, just doting over her child. She's referring to the... what was it called? Like the Fly Queen? And the other is Demon Furfur. Or Overlord Furfur. Perhaps the child should receive my gift. Referring to Alice. Let's say Atlas again. Instead, or should receive my gift instead. Also, I've heard rumors about a race of people whose power could prove troublesome. I will deal with them once I'm finished here. She's talking about Neldo and Yule's people, the time traveling owl people, I guess. Chaos in order, but what is the third? To rule. I do not need to take away their power. I must take away their ability to think. I'll teach them about pleasure. That should do the trick. Yes, that is her corrupting for first tower of, the ability to feel pleasure, which is why it's so horny there. Negotiating achieved only a minimal level of trust, but by supporting the child, I established a tricomedy. This balance will not be so easily undone. Now I just need to empower them. That way, even if this trichotomy becomes a dichotomy. Dichotomy? Yeah, it must be dichotomy. So it must be trichotomy. So actually, this is. So I'm so glad the game showed me a word that I actually knew, so I could actually understand what the other word meant. The balance will remain. So yeah, this is the third tower, which was Alice's tower, was actually created through the actions of Furia, which means the Fly Queen was the ruler of the third tower, which was kind of obvious. Not entirely sure what else I can glean from this. Who is that man? Wicked witch? Me? Don't make me laugh. I'll teach him a lesson. This man, what's his problem? I cannot tell. Not with my intuition, I cannot win, at least not right now. Perhaps I placed my hands on it too soon. I did not think I would summon such a thing. All I can do is run, damn it. Alice? That must be Alice calling the Wicked Witch. Perhaps I placed my hand on it too soon. I did not think I would summon such a thing. All I can do is run now. Damn it. I made it immortal. Now there is no need to worry. Even temporary mortality makes people cowards, makes them stop thinking. This balance has become burdensome. Time is of the essence. Farewell. So this... I mean, the Wicked Witch part is definitely Alice. Perhaps I placed my hands on it too soon. Man, was there something in Umbra that we faced that was... Maybe it was... I have no idea. I honestly have no clue what she's referring to when she said she mentioned summoning something. But yeah, let's go on. This is page 32. But the first time I have come to a place that makes me feel sentimental. Of the many worlds, this may be one of the upper 26. There's no going back from here. If I cannot move forward unless I cast aside my sentiment. Now that I know about the key, there is only one path I can take. The sea has been split. The ground has been torn asunder. For a worthless appendage to hold such power, it defies all imagination, but for now I must fight. I cannot fight alone, though I need allies. So, this implies that Furia was traveling before she met Oracle, This is the place where I believe the Fairy King, maybe not the Fairy King, maybe it was somebody else, but her oracle and somebody else, the king of some ilk, fought in an appendage of Velkovrana. Just a small piece. So yeah, apparently Furia was already world traveling. So Oracle thought that she was born from the same world as him. It's implied by his dialogue. So yeah, she was traveling way before she met him, because this is World 26 of her. But yes, the sea has split, the ground has been torn asunder. Okay, next page. So much death, the dead surround me, the land is in ruins. I have completed as much of the Holy Lands as I can, but I lack the magical materials to serve as the core for this place. If this all falls apart, I would not be surprised. I will buy as much time as I can, but at this rate, this place will fall apart before we can succeed. With the Holy Lands unsalvageable, I've decided to leave my allies behind and embark on a journey. I plan to leave without telling anyone except, what is this feeling? Is this affection? So the magical lance we know was its core. It basically fed on the souls of the dead, or just souls in general, which means that the reason that it did so was because it was incomplete, or incomplete, not incomplete, uncompleted. I mean, okay, but yeah, the affection I assume is for Oracle, or maybe the witch, or not the witch king, the king. Very little has changed from before, and yet it looks different all the same. Am I to rot in silence while this world crumbles around me? How foolish. Still, this one is trustworthy. People desire this spell for obvious reason. Even here, a counterfeit can be a suitable distraction. So that implies she made Oracle ageless. What is it? Hmm. Yeah, this is obviously in the same place. Unless, you know what? Let me. I can load a save so I can see what worlds came
I've
after
been
which.
waiting for you. Now then, allow me to continue this story.
It's Amadeus and then Dusk and Tannis. Okay. This climate will suffice. Rich in magical power, I will create unimaginable. The rest is illegible. Such place, great magic power, forest. The rest is illegible. I cannot believe such power, but the rest is illegible. Dangerous, impossible even. The rest is illegible. His daughter use little by little, day by day. The rest is illegible. There's time. This girl talent once every 1,000 years. This is from Dusk and Tannis, I believe. There's time. The girl's talent. Yeah, she must be. I don't know. Beyond compare, guided by fate, fascinating. Observe results for good or for ill. This is legible. I managed to escape. Small victory, but it will reach me eventually. I must swim distance between myself and that place and stand my ground. My injuries are worsening. No time to waste. I must act fast. I must choose the right person, or else I can never do it again. I must keep searching, but time is running short. I've encountered a family of traveling performers from the north. Despite the thin mana, my power is formidable. I can make do with this. I will seek out the patriarch and the matriarch. I will have my chance then. Time is running out. I must act fast. 3 young children. The challenges are unremarkable, but they may prove useful. But I do not understand this place, or its structure. One should be careful before going out, how it bothers them. But no matter, I have time. I have enough time now. Oh, she might be referring to Refrain itself. Forest. I don't know what she's referring to when she says forest. Cannot believe. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure. Um, the girl she's referring to might be Sarah. But it's obviously the part where she's mentioning injuries. That must be her referring to being in Tanis. Cancer family traveling performers. I don't know if this is the Sarah's family. I'm not entirely sure. Um, the world is made up of love, life, and greed. But this is true of every world, of every creature, human and verminal alike. Even this insect, which lacks in power, she makes up for in wisdom. I'm certain I can depend on her. My witch's intuition is gnawing at me. Is this really the right place? I'm running out of time. It'll be impossible for me to escape it. I must find a place to settle soon. I must hurry. I gave birth to a daughter. She is the heir to her father's throne. Even so, I do not care. I will forget all of this. Gave birth to a daughter. Hmm. Hmm. Is she referring to Mary's mother? I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe this is. I don't know. I assume all of these pages are written by Furia. She could also. This also could be Sarah. Hmm. Because I have no idea. I'm not entirely sure. Let's move on. These are the lost pages that we got for the optional bosses. Even a demon lord desires immortality. My negotiations were a success. My gift should be enough. I did not mention the child, though, the so-called overlord. I have no intention of ruling over this dichotomy. This world will fall in due time. Such power, even when spread through separate bodies, truly formidable power. The transcendent power will change everything. Can I do it? If I can't, all will be lost. All will return to nothingness. I must do this. I use the black page on this one without really thinking about it. When I'm here, all I think about is how nice it would be to stay forever. I believe she's talking about the Pokoro, a Pekoro. Uh, she might also be talking about Amadeus. She's either talking. There's only like two worlds that she could be referring to. She's either talking about the Amadeus Necropolis. She could be talking about Campanula, but I doubt it. Or Verdant Phenom. But yeah, what a blunder. Or maybe she might be talking about Campanula, because why in the hell would she have made Devon immortal? I mean, so is the Pokoro. Those two are really ones that I wonder why in the world. Oh no! Here we go. What a blunder! Even with my wounds, I cannot believe that bitch bit me. With my leg gone, this battle has gone from bad to worse. So yeah, Davon might have just gotten a page off of. Like clearly, the black pages are what were giving people power. So aside from maybe the piece of Velkovrana, Levek, there's no reason for that. But yeah, clearly she's using that. Maybe the lost pages are consumed and given to the one that cast upon. They're used to create a powerful spell, but they're given to whatever the spell is targeting. Select page, but yeah, I guess she must be talking about the Pokoro. Obviously, it would have been good for me to have seen who I was getting these from, but it's obviously too late. What a blunder! Even with my wounds, I cannot believe that fish bit me. Obviously, referring to Devon, like we said, this battle's gone bad to worse. The battle with the Sage. Those who possess the title of Sage are tasked with preserving order across different worlds. I understand now why those individuals oppose me. So that's obviously you guys can't see it because I'm not capturing my Steam overlay, but one of the pages refers to Overlord Furfur. You spread across multiple bodies. Yeah, where did the page that Junon? Which one of these pages is referring to Junon? Because the final last page, I used the black page to put the ruler to sleep. In the end, that god was just a machine. How ironic! But who built that machine and for what purpose? That's referring to Deus Ex Machina. So yeah, hmm. Hmm. I'm just trying to think of what else I can say about these pages. Type of Sage. Because there's no explanation for why Junon had one of these pages. It's implied that she just gave the just because she was enjoying herself so much, she just accidentally gave the Pokoro a black page. Umbra, obviously, she gave the black page. She obviously split the 3 black pages between between Furfur and Alice to grant them immortality. And then once both of them are dead, we attain the black page. Because you have to kill one to fight the other. Or to beat the other. Which explains why they all had items to destroy each other's immortality, because the immortality was split. So yeah, and obviously, Estrom, the Deus Ex Machina, had a page just so she could put it to sleep. Which is why I said, like, the page must be used to cast a spell. And whatever the spell was cast on, it ended up with the page. And obviously Davon just somehow, like, ate a page off of her. Because, wasn't it said, somewhere around here? Where is it? Where does she mention the Black Pages? Oh, she appears to be the god of this world, but my business here is done, and sleeping gods are best left undisturbed. If I must use the Black Pages to avoid conflict, so be it. I started with 6 and now I'm down to 3. Oh, this is where she mentions Junon. She, again, used another Black Page to put the god to sleep. Okay. Did I accidentally skip over that? Because I could have sworn I read all of these just now. But yeah, so she's used 2 to put gods to sleep. Okay, but what about... Okay, Burner Phenom is just sort of like a casual thing she did. Campanula, Daylon just somehow ate it. Just ate her leg and got the page. She used it on Oracle to have him look over the necropolis in Zlevek. So that explains why all those characters had Black Pages. And it explains what the Black Pages were doing. They're extremely powerful magic items, essentially. I wonder... Oh yeah, but it didn't explain why... There's no explanation to why the piece of Velkavrana had it. Perhaps the Black Pages were scavenged, were things that she scavenged off of Velkavrana. Maybe they were born of Velkavrana, which would explain... It would explain it's the only explanation aside from them just being a thing from somewhere else. Yeah. She clearly knew about Velkavrana, yeah, so I guess it ties up all the loose ends. I don't think there's any other... Let me just scan through the pages to see if there's any other questions I can answer that I've had. I mean, obviously we don't know why Astrum is the way that it is. Also, clearly she went to Verdant Phenom She went to Verdant Phenom after Astrum because she's talking about the Conquer tree, which is you can get the Conquer leaf from here. So obviously we get them in order of the dungeon floors that we go to, but yeah, so clearly she went to the Verdant Phenom before Astrum. Okay. Yeah, so I think she might have created the little pygmy people in Astrum. Hmm. Okay. So I'm scrolling through the different achievements. I'm just curious where she... Look. Where was she when she was saying this climate will suffice, rich in magical power, etc.? Forest. Maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each of the achievements that I'm currently looking at might be referring to. I mean, such place, great magical power, forest might be. Might have been Verdant Phenom. A climate this climate rich in magical power. Honestly, that might also climate. I have no idea. It's really hard to say. All right, but yeah, that's I'm gonna call a stream there and come back with the sequel.